Hey folks, I got some exciting news to share with you. We got a new tractor. Yeah, this is a tractor I've owned for a couple weeks now, and I thought I'd do a video to do a little walk around, talk about it, why I wanted this model, and how I came to get it. Let's go get that loader off. I'll talk to you about where I got it from and all that on the way down, and then I'll do a walk around. Let's get this thing fired up. This is a 1968 Farmall International 856. They made 856s from 1967 to 1971. According to the serial number, this is a 1968 model. This is rated at about 90 horsepower on the drawbar and 100 horsepower on the PTO. It has just over 2,500 hours on it. It comes with a Mount-O-Matic 2350 loader, which according to online information is about 3,500 pound lift capacity and a 5,000 pound breakout force. It's a quick attach design for easy mounting and dismounting. Having a loader on our place is going to be really handy for firewood, snow removal, moving horse manure or stone or things like that around the yard. Probably more tractor than I need on this location for our purposes, but this is a model I've been wanting pretty much since I was driving tractors at 13, 14 years old on my grandfather's and uncle's farm. They had an 856. My uncle still does have a D856, but I would rake hay with it and pull forage box wagons with it. Probably my favorite tractor that they had on the farm, and I've always wanted to pick one up. But when I saw this at the auction sitting in the corner, I just knew I had to have it and couldn't keep my hands in my pocket when it came time to bidding. So it came home with me. I got this at the 58th annual Western New York Gas and Steam Association's rally. They have Bontrager do a consignment auction. This one was in the consignment auction. It was previously owned by a gentleman named Harold Snyder of Alden, New York, who apparently passed away a couple years prior, and the family decided to go ahead and put it in the auction. I don't know anything about Harold Snyder personally. I went through and cleaned out the toolbox for the most part, but left a few trinkets in there. I think it's important to kind of leave a little bit of a legacy from the previous owner with the tractor. I think it's just a lighter or something kind of personal in there. All right, now we got that loader off. Let's do a walk around. So here she is without the loader on it, and I think she's in pretty good shape for her age, and you know, the hours are pretty low relatively speaking to some of the other tractors out there. It's not perfect, but you know, for being a 57-year-old tractor, she's in pretty good shape. Got a lot of life left in her. She's got a few things I gotta fix. But the overall situation is she's pretty good shape. When I bid on this thing with the loader on there, I looked it over, just 30,000 foot view. Didn't see anything that told me not to buy it. Sorry about the glare here. There, will be better over here. The previous owner may have been a good farmer, but maybe not the best welder. There are welds on this thing that I need to cut out and fix. Having a loader on it wasn't the best thing for it, as the front end was seeing some welding done on it, and probably is okay. I'm not real happy with how the loader was mounted to the tractor. I'll have to fix this. Welding it right to the frame, not my favorite thing. The engine sounds amazing, really good shape. I did notice I'll need a new side emblem, International up here, and then the 856 down there. That needs to be purchased. There's some dings and things that shows its age over time. The hood has some dings on top. There's indications here that it was painted at one time. There's some drips, things that can get sanded out and fixed. Not a big deal. This grill has seen better days. It's a little bit bent up, banged up. I have intentions of just building a new one. I guess I got to replace that IH emblem up top. That's kind of cosmetic things. Yeah, they kind of figured out their own way of mounting that loader, which I would rather see this on one solid piece here. I don't actually know how those loaders originally mount, if they had hardware that didn't come with it or if it was just cobbled together, but it's worked for the previous owner. I've got some modifications I'll do to it, not a big deal. You know, it shows some use here. Like, I'll need to replace this 3-point hitch top connection point at some point. This arm, you know, it's been welded up. This handle's broke. This is welded, so I think that's replaceable easily. This arm down here is busted, and I'll have to get the replacement for that. Didn't come with its original drawbar. It just had the drawbar receiver, but not the stubby end. So I took this drawbar off of my 706 because I had to hook this on the brush hog and check it out. Electrical, she seems to charge fine. None of the lights work, so I'll have to go through that. Fix the lights. Let's see, mechanical things. What will I have to do to it? I know the TA, at least on the low side, is out, so I'm gonna have to put a new TA that's in this section of the tractor in here, and then up underneath this range cover, when I get the chance, I'll take this off and look down in there. I suspect that I'm gonna have a gear that's missing a tooth, and so she'll have to go to the dentist for that. I need to get into the brakes to fix the brakes. They are operational, but they need some help. If you heard the MCV scream when I tried to turn, it indicates probably MCV, time for a new MCV pump or high pressure relief valve. That needs to get fixed and addressed. And the brake over here on this side. This is something I noticed later on, is that this cap is busted off and needs to be replaced, so I'll have to find a replacement for that. You know, things that I can fix, not a big deal. I think she's a beautiful tractor. She sounds good. I've had fun with her so far in the last 2 weeks. Real happy I purchased her. We'll have some fun times with it, get some work done while I have some things to tinker with on it. Oh, I'll have to fix the seat. What have I done to it so far? Actually, I've had to fix the spring. The spring that, oh gosh, Farmall Fanatic says regulators mount up. I don't know what that means, but I guess I just did it. There's this steering wheel adjustment. I had to take that apart and fix the spring on that. That's no big deal. I've done that, checked fluids. I need to put do a fluid change. I added 5 gallons of high tran to it. She was low. Air filter I pulled out, said 1984 on it, so it's probably time for a new air filter. You know, just minor maintenance things that needs to be done to it, as well as the major mechanical work in the back end. Thanks for tagging along. We'll have other video content on it as we go.